Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's happening?
Just tuck those in there.
Wired.
Looks good to me.
Oh yeah, they're good now.
Can-am certified.
Light bars before lockers, boys.
Smart lockers.
See what you did there. So,
I got good brain.
alright guys, welcome to another video. We're out here. I'm sick again. Forever sick. So forever, if I sound not nasally, you know, something's weird, because that means I'm not sick, but I'm sick.
We'll just call you Squidward.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey guys. So anyways, we just want to make a video talking about some things that have changed, little things that changed with our machines, and show you guys some more angles and talk about our roll cages a little bit, since we didn't really do that when we got them, because we just wanted to ride when we were down at Dirty Turtle. So I'll start with yours, Billy.
Yeah. Things have changed. I have a winch now.
Why don't you just look at it? The Axon 4500.
4500.
It's got this cool rubber thingy. Works great.
Yeah,
Stops it.
These are amazing. So Josh is actually the one that found those, and I copied them because I like it, and I have nowhere to hook it. So I did that. So that's on now. I did a light bar.
What kind?
The rough country one.
What's the deets on that?
It's 30
black.
inches wide and it's black.
Well, it's also got running and it turns on.
Yeah, it's got like, it's pretty cool. It's got like running lights,
So there's the running light.
and then
Oh, cowabunga light.
yeah, it's wicked bright. I'm super happy with it, and the wiring harness and stuff for it was like super nice. Like it's got like waterproof plugs and came with the switch, and it's all like, well now all that stuff's under the hood, but it's like, I don't know what that sheathing is over it. I don't
Wiring
know.
loop.
Yeah, the loom, but it's like the nice wire.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm super pumped with it for like $180 or something it was. So still, you know, it's like
Mid-grade.
mid-grade.
eBay special,
Yeah.
but it's not that rigid.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I couldn't be happy with it. It looks real good. It's low profile. So I did that.
I mean, the bed's gone now. You know, where are you gonna put your beer?
Yeah, the bed's gone. So I know
Wait a minute.
a lot of people said I'm not gonna have room for the beer. First of all, I don't drink. Might have a tea here and there though. Don't tell
He
nobody.
likes to get twisted and let the dogs out.
That's very rarely, but you know, sometimes you got to. So it's the Skinny Pedal Fab bed delete. It's their like new style one. It's got this like back section. I know the old one just like ended here. So that's still in. I can still fit. It's the same size as the original bed.
It's pretty cool. The other day, we wanted to do some filming, but we're trying to get ready for our meetup ride. If you guys are coming to it, see you there. But we're doing some stuff to get ready, and this whole thing comes out with just a couple screws. So
What
it's
whole
really-
thing? Just these four Torx ones,
Yeah,
right?
there's these. So these three down here because it kind of goes under, and then these, and then this, and this whole bottom and everything comes out.
So it's really cool for like maintenance. I mean, you can get to the whole top of the motor right
Yeah,
there.
everything. It's just sick. So speaking of that, the reason why we know that is because I had to take it all out because I did a blow-off valve.
Oh,
Oops.
turbinizes.
I got the wish in there now. And I did the Evo blow-off valve.
What about these nice fancy lights? Where'd you get those?
These are from actually our bud Tyler at Southern Powersports. Hooked it up. He said I needed them. I didn't know what I needed at that time, and he just sent me them. So we really
What a guy.
appreciate that. Yeah, I'm super pumped. They look great compared to the red ones. So I got those on. Full plate I did. That was about the last.
Baby.
Yeah, so he was holding out on the pull plate because we weren't sure if you'd tie the bumper in when we did the cage to the pull plate or not. But since he went to like the chassis, went ahead and got a pull plate. That thing's sick too.
Yeah, I'm super happy.
America AF.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. You know.
Yeah, and that's a ZRP, obviously.
Insert zoom here.
Yeah. So I'm pretty pumped with that. Other than that,
Let's see if Billy's got any earwax.
I'll be doing that. Probably do. Other than that, I finally got my dash to update, which I was having issues with. That's not really anything really important, but I wanted the new update for the ride command, and it was just unplugged. Like my USB was just chilling in the back. It wasn't plugged into whatever it plugs into, like the back of the screen.
Sweet.
And I still couldn't get it plugged in. I was reefing on it pretty hard, but I got it enough that it would download, and then it fell out again. So
It's interesting.
that's updated. Other than that,
You switched the tires. So if you guys watched it,
yeah,
our last Dirty Turtle video, or not our last one, but
One of.
one of our Dirty Turtle videos, seen that one of the Zillas took a pretty good lick and just switched sides of them, dismounted them. So now that issue is on the inside of the tire, which I'll save myself the headache of explaining that. We did the exact same thing with my tire. Mine actually had a hole, so we had to plug it. So now I put the plugs on the inside. We did get some vulcanizing stuff, but we're kind of on a crunch to get ready for our next trip, so we didn't play around with that stuff yet.
yeah, and it's so new to us too. It's like, you
Yeah.
know, we don't know what we're getting ourselves into when we
Yeah,
go to
it's-
vulcanize something.
And it's supposed to cure at like a good temperature and stuff, so I don't know. We didn't really have time to mess around
Yeah.
with all that.
And they weren't like huge holes either. Mine was pretty big, but it wasn't through. It was just to the cords.
Yeah.
So now that they're on the inside, I mean, all the big hits hit the outside of the tire, obviously. So the inside, they should be pretty safe.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Got a container full of plugs, if not.
Other than that, I just did a full service on it. Everything, front diff was
Spicy.
spicy. But, you know, I think that's pretty normal.
Is that the first front diff change you did, or no?
second one? Yeah.
Tough break.
I got 350 miles on it now.
Chunks of metal everywhere.
Yeah.
Glitter bomb.
It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't. I've seen worse. Other than that, obviously the cage. I went with the bed delete, obviously, and I went with the skinny pedal fab bed. I wanted something different. I didn't want the big rear bumper tied in. I just wanted something that looks a little different than every other, you know, tied in razor.
Plus, I mean, Josh had an XP1000 back in the day, and he rolled it a good 7 to 20 times. And the beds were just like brittle when they were hanging out like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, your time, it's only a matter of time, I feel. We all roll, you
I'm
know?
sure it's coming.
So, I mean, there's no chance that it would have held together.
No.
Unless you had like a big Axon cage, but it wasn't really the look, I don't think.
No.
So,
I mean, I wanted it to look cool, but still be kind of lightweight.
what size is the tubing on the cage? 1 3/4, 120
I
wall?
think it's 1 3/4, 120 wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing, bumpers and everything. So obviously I got the whole back tied in with the bed delete, and it does just go to the frame. He like tucked it around the exhaust really nice. I'm really happy with how that turned out. And then the front bumper's tied in also.
And he made it to where it utilized the stock Polaris taillights, which is cool.
Yep, and my camera and everything mounts still, so that's pretty neat that that's still able to be there. So yeah, I couldn't be happier with the cage, and I mean he hit it right on the head with it.
I'd say there's only one flaw to Billy's whole setup now.
What's that?
You don't know?
Alright, stay tuned.
It's the front camera.
Oh. The one good thing now though about the front camera, I can see my winch spool in and out.
That's the only thing you can see.
You can just barely see the tires. But yeah, I mean the front bumper, he nailed it. Razor Sharp Customs did it. I mean, it's on the simpler side, but it's gonna be strong and perform well. So I wanted, you know, lightweight, but still look cool. So I'm super happy with that.
Interrupting today's video for the Daily Donut. Holy shit. Where'd he go?
So Josh is sitting in the seat now.
This
How
is
tall are you?
perfectly eye level. I'm 5'10", 5'11".
Okay, and I'm 6'1". So
So that's the view from inside the cockpit.
yeah, I mean this front bar is definitely low. I mean in a perfect world, it could probably be up another inch, but it's not bad. I mean you just got to get used to it. It would look weird if everything was real high and stuff. But the back is what I was mostly really concerned with because I wanted to fit a full helmet. And he nailed that. I got plenty of headroom with a full helmet. My head doesn't hit the ceiling. That's what I had an issue with in my last rig, and I told myself I'd never do that again. So
Safety is one of our big concerns here.
yeah.
And also cool factor.
Yeah, I mean I wanted it to look sick. But yeah, I got plenty of headroom, and as you could see before when he was outside the cage, it's kind of got that like bend to it, so it makes the back look a little lower than what it actually is above your head. But this is basically, I think, pretty much done with the build now. It's pretty sad to say, but we're going to be doing walk around videos and going over every part and everything that's done to each machine coming up very soon. And I've only got one ride on a lot of these parts, so I want to kind of get a couple of rides on them so I can review and let you guys know how everything holds up. But yeah, I'm super happy with everything. I mean, I'd like to thank Justin Fraser from Razor Sharp. I mean, he killed it. Tyler Downs from Southern Powersports. He's helped me with this whole build. So hit them guys up for any of your cage needs, or Tyler Downs hooks up with everything. So even if he doesn't have it on his website, which is Southern Powersports, he can get it. So if it wasn't for those guys, I mean, it's been a
Billy'd still be in a stock roll cage RZR.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it took
Scared of backflipping.
Yeah, it took me a long time. I mean,
Nobody wants that.
Justin's actually probably the main reason we went to Razor Sharp, because
I was pretty picky on who
yeah,
I wanted to choose from. With the Can-am, you either nail it or
they look really weird.
yeah. So I don't know. I was in between on who to go to. So, but we wanted to go to somebody that could do both. There's a lot of people that do razors, and not that many people. Like there's a lot, but not that many will tackle a custom cage on the Can-am. So that kind of narrowed us down.
Yeah, but I mean, the cage turned out flawless. I mean, we gave him, he's never really built a cage like mine before, and I just threw some ideas at him and kind of gave him a real rough idea of what I wanted, and he killed it. So thanks to him, and I couldn't be happier.
Hey guys, it's Josh again. Sitting in the Can-am, 10 feet away. Anyway, camera's my eye level. Seat's in the lowest position and all the way back. Yeah, visibility is limited in both machines.
Wait, what about when you need to look behind you?
Wait.
Oh wait, you can't.
I can look behind me? But yeah, most of the cages I don't see a giant node in the middle of them, but
Yeah, it's rowdy.
looks rowdy and it's sick from the inside. Yes, it hinders some view from the middle, but really how many people are looking in the middle of the car and up? Not really. It's not bad. It looks
that's what
good.
I wanted, so.
And that's what matters.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna get out now.
Alright, so I just want to go over a couple things with you guys on the outside and just kind of show you like up close like some of the ideas that we had and why we went with them. So if you guys remember, I had a Super ATV front bumper and winch mount, and that is still here, but instead of him like redesigning a front bumper, I had him cut off like the little pieces that go this way and then just put in bungs here and come off from here, so that way he could leave it the black that it already was, and it was easy for him to tie into it. And I didn't actually want the look of like, imagine a bar here and a bar here. Like it just wouldn't, I don't know, wouldn't flow as good.
Yeah, unless you like tied it in again.
Yeah, unless you like looped it back in. But I don't know. This is what I had like dreamt of, like the vision, and he nailed it. So that was his idea for cutting this stuff off. And I really like it, so I'm pumped with that. But the one thing there was a couple things that I did really want, and I did want to do like a couple points. So as you can see here, it brought two tubes together, kind of like followed the body lines here, which is sick. And then that's where the same kind of bends come in for the, the roof bar, I guess you'd call it. And then, so some people have these intrusion bars, or V-bar, whatever you want to call it, reversed, and I've seen a lot that was like that. So it would be, it would start here and go up, but since we were doing the V like that, I thought it'd be cool to do the V the other way, and that gives me more visibility in theory, like in my head, so I don't have a tube that comes across right here. Instead you're looking through like that window. So that's kind of why I switched the V-bar around from like the norm that I see on the Can-Ams. And then I wanted to add these two bars in, just so that way when it kind of continues these bars, so it would like transfer the energy, down into here. And hopefully, if I had like a rollover where it came down the front, hopefully it would protect the top of the shocks. As best I could. It can't hurt, but we had some comments in the other video where you guys first seen the cage, talking about like how servicing the front clip is and stuff, like taking it all apart. Probably not good. We haven't done it. I can still get to my Allen bolts and stuff to like check them, like without pulling any of that stuff off. So I haven't had to pull the front end apart, but it is what it is. If I gotta pull the cage to, take the front end apart, I guess it is what it is. Like I wanted it to be as protected as possible. So in theory, I could have done more cage connectors so this front half could have been removed. That's probably about the only thing that I wish I would have had him do. But it is what it is. We're done and past it now. So it'll be cool. It can still come off. I'll just have to pull the whole thing off. But that pretty much sums up the front here. And then the other thing I really wanted was I wanted these tubes to be exposed. So that's why it's like the inlay roof panels. And my theory is if I roll, then maybe I'd only have to like replace one instead of one giant piece of sheet metal, which the theory worked because I already rolled, but I don't know, it's also harder for me to make a new piece of sheet metal when it's not just a square. So plus and minuses to everything, But I think it's really cool to have the tubes showing, because then you get like the powder coat colors changing things. But did grab handles just for ease of getting in and out. I think that helps a lot, especially when I sit slammed in the Can-am. In the back, I took these main bars and we wanted them to run like angled so it doesn't come straight back. That's pretty much just for looks. I've seen some where they go like this, and personally just wasn't a big fan, but I don't know. Then I added these guys in here for some taillight protection, which they work.
And they're now murdered out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so that's one of the changes. I just tinted my taillights because I had the whole thing taken apart. If you guys haven't seen the videos from Dirty Turtle, I rolled it twice and it was just scuffed up. Nothing was bent or anything. No plastic was broke, which is cool. So obviously it's doing its job pretty well. But got her touched up pretty good, and that's about it. Tied it into here. Instead of the pull plate, I already had a pull plate, so he tied it right above it, which I like. So overall, I'm really pumped with it. Super happy, and couldn't ask for anything else, really.
Yeah, he killed both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, and we gave him rough, like just,
Yeah.
The
height, as you can see, the height is, I got a couple inches over my head in the lowest position without a helmet. With a helmet on, I got a little bit of room, and that's actually something that I still need to do now that I think about it, is I got a fixed harness instead of the retractable ones, because I do feel like I move around a little bit, and for what we do, I just want to be in a fixed position. So it'll be fine for that. Definitely help cinch me down where I want to be, but
Not really needed unless you're like yeeting it up the mountain.
yeah, for sure. And if you don't have a helmet on, there's a bunch of head clearance. But obviously, when we send stuff, we like to put a helmet on. So I think with a full helmet and fixed harnesses, they're gonna be the ticket. So happy about that as well. And price. I mean, he was really affordable, I guess I'd call it, for a fully custom, like whatever you want, powder coated, installed, like it was really
cage
good.
off. I mean, he
Yeah.
cut your old cage off. I mean,
Yeah.
everything.
So anyways, guys, I think that's so. I did do a couple other little things. I added this little, I think it was a 7-inch light bar here to the shock tower, because obviously I'm not running a full light bar across the top just because of the way my roof line is. It would be weird to put one up there. So so yeah, went with a little guy here, still got it wired in, and then I threw 2 pods on here. They're 2-inch pods, and back and forth on how I feel about the looks of them. I think I'm gonna run them, but I'll see how much light they really add. If they don't add much, then I'll probably just take them off, since they're not really worth it in the looks aspect. But I think I really did too much other than that. Did an oil change
And
and
a new hook.
oh, I got a hand-me-down. Got a hand-me-down new hook from Tippy over here.
Wow.
I got that bougie hook on there. I forgot
Yeah,
to
he
mention.
balled out with some Iron Man looking hook that's on his.
Really spared no expense.
I definitely didn't.
Except he went mid-grade with the light bar. Can't believe
Where's
it.
the rigid, dude? Come on. By the way, these are straight off Amazon.
Mine was too.
These are the $13 specials for sure.
Mine was from Amazon.
This
too.
one was like $15 because it's black, so I like it.
Balling on a budget.
Slight budget.
Or blowing that LED light bar budget.
Long budget. But
Billy could have done that.
I don't think I could spend $1,000 on a light bar.
yeah, I couldn't get myself.
There's no way.
No.
I'll just roll and smash it.
That's another reason why I didn't get one. Because I was like, man, I'll just break that thing when I roll. It probably would have been broke already. Look at where the dents are. But I think that's it, guys. Next video should be pretty fun. We're headed out to the Badlands for our group ride. This video is probably coming out about when we're there. So I was going to say come meet us out there, but It already probably happened. So stay tuned for that footage. It'll be good, I'm sure. And see you on the next one.
YXZ will be there sending it. Don't you worry.
What are the updates on the YXZ these days?
I put a new axle shaft in it.
Hell yeah. Brother.
Another one.
Oh, goodness gracious.